waiting for your call, Pathfinder.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Alright, so we're back. Ryder, the bell tolls for thee. Meet me in the vortex on Nexus. I'll be the one shuffling the deck of doom. Cheers, Gil. Ryder, there's a report of Asari refugees on Eos. They made it. Might know about their arc, too. Let's talk when you're free. Cora. Heads up, first thing I did after Aya, figure out who to really talk to, because we all know the ones in charge. They're not on the ground. Joel had some pointers, and I got some names from smaller Angaran colonies. It'll be a while before they trust us, but it's all about exposure. Saw it all the time in crisis response, especially post-combat zones. Low console Varand. If you see any messages from her, it's just me reaching out. Costa. Include a list of media themed to first contact. Ryder, as a part of overseeing the crew's physical and mental welfare, I thought I'd send the following tips for a balanced diet. Given the large amount of exercise you partake in each day, it's important that your body receives the nutrients that it needs. 5 to 11 servings a day of carbohydrates, 4 to 5 servings a day of fruits and vegetables, 3 servings a day of proteins, and 1 serving or less a day of fat. Lexi. Pathfinder Ryder of the Human Initiative. I have heard privately from Ephra, the leader of the Resistance. He's very impressed that we were able to help our scientists on Havarl, and I've made sure that he knows that you played a key role. Maybe he's already said these things to you, but if I know Ephra, he probably hasn't. As for me, I've learned a lot about trust, being on this team, letting myself be open to trusting you and the others. I've learned that trust is more of a feeling than a science, and it feels like it is a universal truth. Universal. Get it? I'll try to be even more trustful in the future. This assignment might change my life. Good night, Jal. Alright.
Gil, you missed your appointment. Again.
Uh-oh, someone's in trouble. I had a good reason.
Which was?
When I remember it, I'll tell you. I don't think she would.
Yeah.
Did you hear the news from Eos? Asari refugees showed up at the outpost. Only a few, but that's better than none. Bradley says there's an officer in charge, Hidaria. She could know where the Ark is.
We'll head to Eos and see what she knows.
Good. Rumor says Sarissa Theris was on the Asari Ark. Exactly who we need.
Who's she?
Probably the best commando strategist alive. Her biotic shields saved hundreds at the Battle of Kirkus. Apparently, Sarissa's acting as bodyguard to the Asari Pathfinder. She's probably got a plan out of this mess already.
Well, someone's a fan.
No, I just like... Look, we need someone with her experience, that's all.
I'll take someone with that much experience. Another reason to find the Ark.
When you're ready to look, we can catch Hidaria at Prodromos. Wouldn't mind tagging along.
Of course.
Back again?
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
Won't know until we talk to those Asari on Eos. Any chance of swinging by?
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
We'll drop by Eos to do that before we make our way to Voeld. Let's go talk to Ephra.
Prepping VidCon communications.
Commander?
Pathfinder, Joel's been keeping me updated on your adventures, your good deeds on our behalf.
I meant them. I want you to know you can trust me.
You went out of your way to free that science team. A selfless act. But your true agenda is clear. To explore Aya's vault. Joel says you want to help find the Moshae. Why should I let you?
I'd like this to be the beginning of a strong relationship.
Keep your promises, and little by little our bond might grow. We've managed to trace the Moshae to a special Kent facility on Voeld.
Why special?
These facilities are protected by a dynamic shield tech we haven't been able to crack. We're close, but its ability to adapt outstrips the speed of our current processors.
Pathfinder, adding my processor to their program would no doubt make the difference.
Ephra, I can help. Respectfully, this time you need my help.
Respectfully, the Angara don't need anything from you. We take care of our own.
What I meant was, let our scientists help with your program. Let my team join your effort. Let's up the chance for success. I'm offering. You should accept.
Very well. I'm not stupid, and I love the Moshai. You're welcome on the mission.
Thank you.
A team will meet you at our base on Voeld. They'll take you to the Ket facility. Stay strong and clear. Goodbye.
Giles said he wanted to see you.
Alright, let's go talk to Jal.
So, you've gained Ephra's trust. No easy feat.
I still don't think he likes me.
That's just his way. You should be more worried about the Rokar.
Ephra made it seem like you had experience with them.
I know their leader, Aksul. We studied together under the Moshai. But unlike me, he was a good student. The best, actually.
Then he knows about Remnant?
He did. It's a long story.
Give me the short version.
Aksul was captured by the Ket. He spent a year in a forced labor camp before he managed to escape.
That's why he hates aliens.
Yes, he suffered greatly. When Aksul returned, he no longer cared about the Remnant, or anything, except destroying the Ket.
Why not join the Resistance?
Aksul's not the type to follow orders. And I think he was bitter we weren't able to rescue him.
So he formed the Rokar.
We didn't give them much thought. But since your people arrived, his cause has grown.
I convinced Ephra I'm not a threat. Maybe I can do the same with Aksul.
I admire your courage. But Aksul's dangerous, and he lacks Ephra's pragmatism. He'll make you want to kill him.
I have to try.
If Helios is to be your home, I guess you'll have to deal with the Rokar one way or another. There's a recluse on Havarul who escaped with Aksul from the Ket. Her name is Tholdir. She might know how to contact him. I'll send you the nav point.
Alright. Do you now want to chat?
Is there something else?
A few more questions, if that's okay.
Well, we won't know till we try.
I want to learn more about your species.
What would you like to know?
You studied with Moshai Sefa. Is she a teacher or a religious figure?
She's many things. She's a clear thinker with deep knowledge and insight. She teaches and inspires. She's beloved. I love her.
People are willing to die for her. She sounds pretty special.
She is. I hope you get to know her.
How many colonies do you have? On what planets?
Since the Scourge, we've managed to survive on a small number of planets. What we know from before the Scourge is mostly oral history. We did have spaceflight, and the stories tell of 5 original colonies.
Is there a central Angaran religion?
There are many variations. An almanac could give you an accurate number. But if you are a believer, the essential tenet is, after we die, we are reincarnated. We evolve to make our families strong, born from what was before, blessed to be better than before.
Are you a believer?
No. Yes. Sometimes. I don't know if it's the same for humans. Sahuna, my true mother, is a firm believer.
The Angara seem so open and free with their feelings.
Are we? We're certainly not ashamed of our feelings. We're taught that feelings and beliefs should live on the outside, where they can be dealt with, honestly and openly.
Don't people get hurt?
Of course. Then everyone deals with it. That's the point.
How long have you had electromagnetic capabilities? How did they evolve?
No idea. Biology doesn't interest me, but I'm sure you can easily read up on it.
That's disappointing. No biology at all?
How do your eyeballs work?
Okay, I get your point. Maybe I can find an Angara doctor to ask about your... whatever.
Although, I used to know some facts, like the origins of our vestigial organs.
Oh yeah, humans have a coccyx, a vestigial tail, and I have webbed toes, just a couple, but Sarah doesn't. And she had wisdom teeth, but I didn't. Now you.
No idea.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
We'll talk to him more about the cat later. I'm just kind of curious if there's anything more in terms of chatting.
Yep. Though Asari biotics are a few 100,000 years ahead.
Humans are catching up.
Humans back home, maybe. You skipped class for 600 years.
Yeah, but considering how far advanced she is, that's like saying, let's put it this way. Cora would be the student who jumped ahead several grades when it came to the human biotics because of how advanced she was. It's like, how do I put this? How many of you know about the show Doogie Howser? About how he was this child prodigy who was able to graduate and become a doctor at a really young age just because that's how advanced he was? That's how I would say Cora is for human biotics in comparison to other humans that do biotics. Even Miranda. Now, I'm not saying she's on par with Jack. Jack was like the quintessential, like top tier human biotic, but Cora's pretty high up there.
Aya is a wonder rider, and the Angara are so interesting. I hope we make it back. I want to delve and explore and who knows what else.
We'll be back. We need the Moshai if we're to get into their vault.
Oh, I'm definitely sticking around long enough for that.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Pathfinder, hey, I was wondering, could you put your stamp on a project? It's for me and Jarl to work on. Call it diplomacy if you have to put it in a budget bucket. Greenlight that research and it's all good.
What's your read on the people we're working with?
The squad and crew? They're all fine.
You must have opinions.
Your opinion's more important. What do you think of your people?
Everyone has the training, but this job is all new every day.
That's probably what the Nexus is counting on. That our skills fit together to make it work. Up to us to figure it out. That's why this is our ship. So we own it. Want to make it work.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Alright. So, let's go ahead and do this project he wants. Alright, I'm just going to give you guys a heads up. This is if Alien... Okay, how do I put this? We're going to get to see Liam. He's not going to be naked, but he's going to be like down to his skivvies. And Jal is actually going to be naked, but they don't show his privates. They only show his rear end. So just giving you that heads up. Okay? Just a little bit of a PG-13 warning.
Liam, I signed off on that Project.
That's great, Pathfinder. Jarl,
Okay, so he's got pants on.
got our gear.
Costa? Ryder?
I'll bite. What's with the gun show?
We're swapping armor, not weapons.
Don't let him tease you. I explained the reference. You ready to go?
Go.
Right. The pattern on your pauldron?
Family honorific.
Can I wear the poncho?
It's a Rofshin. And no,
Why? Is it religious?
What?
it's personal. You're not allowed.
Because of status or species?
Maybe it's both.
Do all humans look alike?
Some of you sound alike.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought this was about armor. Are you deliberately trying to offend Jarl?
Of course he is.
That's the point. Asking stuff diplomats leave out. Armor for answers.
Hey, my turn was earlier. Nexus info packets leave a lot out. I am sorry. Was this not sanctioned?
You weaseling Adi.
Nevertheless. Ryder?
Okay, so that was, yeah. Oh, man. Ugh, Liam. Jeez Louise.
Jarl's technically an emissary. There's no way this kind of questioning would fly with his superiors.
He won't tattle if that's what you're worried about. This was between us. We were joking around and realized we didn't know how to insult each other. Or how not to. Some things are so ingrained they're invisible. We didn't even know the warning signs, so we got it over with. Now we won't do it accidentally. Like when we're trying to negotiate an outpost. Enough of his people want to shoot us now.
So I get what he's trying to do. I get it. I totally understand what he's trying to do. This does make sense from a first contact and diplomatic perspective. But holy mackerel, this could have gone very badly. And this probably could have been handled better. Especially if this was, say, discussed ahead of time. If he had shared it up front. If he had been, like, asked for permission or something. If he had discussed it. There are better ways to handle this. And boy, is he glad this didn't get worse.
Let's just back away from this. Leave it to the professionals.
If you like. Jarl doesn't care. But he wouldn't want his bosses getting tight about it either. Do you know our team will get hit by this stuff one way or another? If you ask me, better over beers and guns.
Oy. Alright, so... Alright, so let's go to Eos. And speak with the Asari about the Ark. Because at least we're now getting some leads about a couple of the ones, the arcs. We just got a teensy bit of a lead on the Turian arc, but we're going to need more.
How long does it take to learn piloting?
Depends how you apply yourself. With your mind, you'd be adept in a few weeks.
Oh, the ship manual's useful. That leg of my workbench needed propping up.
If you bothered reading it, you'd know that the Tempest is an orchestra of new tech. You can't just meddle with...
I got this ship launch ready in record time, Callow. I know my stuff.
And you don't have a shred of respect for other people's.
Callow?
Oh, Ryder. Sorry you had to hear that.
The discovery of Aya was just what we needed, Ryder. The Angaran scientists have been so generous in sharing their wisdom. It's been amazing.
Angaran expertise will be a tremendous help to the initiative.
We were certainly hurting for it. I'm thankful the Angara were willing to risk working with us.
I'm afraid not all of them are quite so friendly.
Some give trust easily. From others, you have to earn it. I'm confident we'll get there.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
This will also give us an opportunity to check in on Eos and see how much of the radiation and such has cleared up.
Pythias system, home of Eos and Prodromos.
Anomaly on sensors.
Whoops. Hold on. Hold on.
Deploying probe. Anomaly found. Probe away. Anomaly found.
Those orbital caches they were telling us about. Alright, let's go grab those real quick before we go down to Eos.
Our Turian friend on Eos has good instincts. Let's check it out. Possible Ket supplies, just like Darket suggested.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and keep Jal in the party for now, since he's going to be kind of a mandatory party member for the next big mission we go on when we get to Voeld.
Back where we really started. What's new in our first home?
The Ket still maintain a presence. Skirmishes are frequent, and travel requires caution.
I've got a cure for that. Next.
The atmosphere continues to clear, but radioactive hazards pool in some areas. Study is ongoing. And remnants remain active on the surface, but also as detected by seismic readings.
Point of contact for all this?
Your people, Pathfinder. Prodromos is expanding, with all the trials and discovery that building an outpost represents.
Armed them well enough.
All data about newly accessible Eos is from their work.
Well, let's make sure it gets the attention it deserves.
And that's why you'll see some new quests having popped up here. In fact, let's go ahead and talk to them real quick. Pick these up.
A word with you.
Drones, okay.
Pathfinder. Jacob Mitney, Research and Development. My team's just getting set up here, but we've made a discovery you might want to check out.
All ears.
We've put together a blueprint for augmenting your armor plating. Uploading it now. If you can collect the necessary resources from around Eos, it should work.
Sounds useful. Good thinking, Mitney.
This could form the basis for armor production across the initiative. Scrounge safely, Pathfinder.
Thank you.
Pathfinder. I hear you're to thank for a physics-defying atmosphere processor.
That's me. I'm Ryder.
Haley Abrams, Director of Scientific Research on Eos, and writer of papers that start what the hell weather. Since we're prioritizing military defenses, we may be asking that question for a while. But, new galaxy, new world, and a really new start. Gotta keep up. How can I help you?
Activating that vault changed the planet. Anything to worry about?
I don't believe so. Sadly, our equipment is tuned for incoming enemies, not watching the skies. But the storms show no signs of returning, and I know who to contact for remnant tech support. I'll take it.
How do you feel about Eos having a military outpost?
Honestly, I don't like it much. This isn't what the initiative's for, is it? We need to study EOS, understand the remnant tech, but our budget's earmarked for military research.
What do you make of Lieutenant Bradley?
Determined as hell. And he has incredible faith in us to get this done. Bradley would carry this outpost on his back if he had to, and we'll make sure he never has to.
I've got to go.
Keep up the good work. There, did you feel that tremor? We've been tracking major seismic activity lately. But I don't know what's causing it. Something strange is going on out there.
An earthquake something, or a volcano something?
I'm guessing a remnant something? That might help us. EOS has massive underground rivers we can't tap, but altering those tremors just right might crack the ground for irrigation. Our seismic survey hammers would be perfect. All I need is someone to place them. Please?
What's a seismic survey hammer?
Fox built them. They punch like a dozen Krogan and cause vibrational changes underground. The hammers give good geophysics data, but honestly, they're just fun.
You got it. Just tell me where to go.
I've marked out the areas where the tremors seem centered. Trigger the hammers there. Just be careful. The tremors are getting worse. Anything else before you go?
I've got to go.
Keep up the good work.
Hello.
My family thanks you, Pathfinder.
Tell me about yourself.
Darkage Trevian, W84 Crispin. Joined the initiative to be no one special, somewhere very special. Military family, as you probably suspected, but deeper. And I wanted to leave that life with as many lives as I could bring. I lost a brother before I woke, apparently. He was at Site 2.
I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as the Ket will be if they threaten us here. I didn't come here to look at death. I won't.
Take care, Darkit.
You too, Pathfinder.
Nav points of lost supplies noted, Pathfinder.
Not busting our tails on viability to let resources go so easy. Let's check it out.
Alright, now let's go talk to this Asari.
A pity your first outpost had to be military, but I see why.
Armed and armored. Good for you. I could have used that ordnance a few weeks ago.
I'm Ryder, the human Pathfinder.
Lieutenant Harper, we're looking for the Asari Ark.
So am I. Watching the skies every day, praying they survived the Ket.
At least you and these others made it out.
Only just. Our clothes were still smoldering.
What happened?
The Ket chased our Ark across the cluster. But these weren't their regular soldiers. They were hunters. Elite killers.
None of the Arks are armed. I don't like those odds.
They kept shooting to slow us down. Peeled one deck like an orange. A bridge officer, Sarissa something, gave the evacuation order. Hundreds of people, all trying to flee. It was...
Where could we look for the Ark?
We lost track. But they launched a ship to help evacuees, and her crew would know. You'd have to find her. Follow the transponder, maybe.
Consider it done. Focus on taking care of yourselves.
The ship's called the Paraphona. I'll give you her transponder codes and last flight plan. Thank you. It's good to see the Ket aren't the only ones winning.
So now the next part is the signal is on Voeld. And that's why we came here first before we made our way to Voeld.
Ascent is go.
Now, let's finally go ahead and make our way to Voeld.
All systems green.
Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
I'm surprised Jal had nothing to share about Voeld. I can honestly tell you guys, them adding the skip was such a needed addition.
Detecting what's left of a ship.
It's like in the early days when this game first came out, having to watch this all the time.
Anomaly detected.
Many of us were like, oh, please add a skip to that.
Anomaly found.
Okay, bundle up, people.
I'll stay on my nice warm ship.
Voeld is a world going through an ice age. Once packed with dozens of major urban centers, most of Voeld's Angaran population now lives in scattered settlements. The remains of vast ancient cities are still entombed in ice. So yeah, this is very much like Hoth.
Take her down, Callow.
We designated this planet Habitat 6. Original readings suggest that it had a breathable, nitrogen-rich atmosphere and oceans of H2O.
I take it that's no longer the case.
All H2O on Habitat 6, Voeld to the Angara, is ice. And those oceans, frozen over completely.
There goes the dream of a seaside property. That's a pretty intense blizzard.
LZ is on the windward side of the mountain. Conditions are bad. I'm tracking gale force squalls.
Whoa!
We're good. We're good.
You sure? Want us to get out and push?
Very funny, Ryder.
Heh. Cold.
Oh, Suvi wasn't kidding about the cold.
You can see the life support dropping pretty fast.
Where are we meeting the resistance team?
Sent you the nav point. Good luck, Pathfinder.
I need to warm up for a bit. This cold is cutting through to the bone.
We're almost there. We'll need to talk to Commander Anyik when we arrive.
All right. So this is the group that we're going to be talking to actually go to the next mission.
Word's getting around that you're all right. I'll decide for myself once I talk to Ephra.
So before we go ahead and do that, let's go ahead and make our way inside.
That's the wrong side.
There, Explorer. That's all we've got. Trust me, this'll work.
The first time you switch it on, and your thing's going to blow.
Don't
You
be
should
so
be up
rapid.
and looking
I
for
do this all the time.
Rashal's dead. You saw the explosion.
Yes, Miss Charles' explosion. She would have known exactly how to protect herself. We can put the plan together. Go back out.
So as you can see, there's a number of quests that we can pick up in this area.
Heard about that dog?
Good to see you again, Commander Dozil.
And you, Jarl. You must be Ryder. Jarl told us what you did for Kirin's team on Havarl. I'm Anyik Dozil, commander of this encampment. You're welcome here as an ally of the Angara.
Thank you for allowing us into your base, Commander.
Your actions display your soul's intentions. I hope you will join the fight against the Ket. We've held the Ket at bay, but have been unable to deal a decisive blow. The longer things drag on, the greater our disadvantage.
That's why I came here. To help.
If you want to know where you can make a difference, go to the post that overlooks the valley. Nothing happens on Voeld without our lookouts knowing about it. Before you go, is there anything else I can help you with?
I've met Ephra. He's... interesting.
He's never been good at first impressions. He can be stern, but he's exactly what the Resistance needs. Ephra took a scattered band of civilian fighters and molded them into an effective army. What success we've had against the Ket is entirely due to his leadership.
Most people seem to really respect him.
Because he would do anything for his people, he inspires the same in us. We may not always agree with Ephra, but we'd follow him to the end of the stars.
How are you holding up against the Ket?
It hasn't been easy. We've had our victories, but we're a small force. Too small.
Didn't Ephra send recruits?
Most of them are young, untrained. If we want to beat the Ket, we need medics, technicians, and skilled fighters.
Then Ryder and I will help.
We will?
If the commander needs recruits, we'll find them.
I'm an outsider. How could I convince anyone to join your resistance?
You may be an outsider, but Jarl is an experienced soldier with unmatched passion. He's inspired the will to fight in so many of us.
Jarl's right. We can find the people you need.
I'd be happy to take anyone you send my way. You have my gratitude, both of you.
How long has the Resistance been around?
Nearly as long as the Ket. With our military destroyed, civilians took the fight into their own hands. They formed the Resistance as a final effort to retake our home.
It seems to be working.
Only since Ephra took over. His tactics gave us the push we needed against the Ket. But even now, we're a long way from winning.
That's it for now.
I'll be here if you have any questions.
So we'll pick up some of these side quests,
Hostile patrol approaching. From this,
you know, in a bit. But first,
Brothers and sisters in the field.
You don't win a war without good organization.
An impressive surveillance system.
let's take a look outside again and see what Sam has to tell us about this place. Look at the two of you just chilling out here. Sorry.
Snacks last time.
Whoa! Didn't mean to sneak up on you.
It's the alien. The one that helped out on Havarl. Didn't expect an alien to help. They've mostly tried to kill and enslave us. So that's amazing. You are amazing.
Shut up, Baniska. You're embarrassing.
You shut up. I'm being charming, right?
The Angara have been wonderful to us, including yourself. So thank you.
See? We're building bonds here, Seek.
So what's out there? Any tips?
As a start, you could join our fight in Hajara, where those red lights are. I hear someone's looking for help.
Or you could just go there and kill some cat. They're everywhere.
Anything else you need to know? We've been stationed here forever, so we're experts.
Those red lights. You said that's Hijara?
Yes. Najara Station, one of the Dar in the valley. It's a small community, mostly scientists. There's people there that might need help if you haven't checked it out already.
How do they live out there?
Why so surprised? We've adapted to this weather.
Those lights are conspicuous. Don't the cat attack?
We've adapted to that too. The cat want to take us alive, so we fight to the death. It seems to deter them.
Do you know of any remnant sites or ruins?
I think so. Actually, I don't know.
Seek, do you ever read the dailies?
No, you'll tell me if I need to know something.
So where is it?
Tall lights, over on your right somewhere.
What's that alien facility on that mountain over there?
That's the Ket Command Center. We have constant eyes on it.
What's its purpose?
It controls Ket operations on the entire planet. There's always ships coming and going.
I came face to face with the prefect there. Meanest, motherless Visan I ever saw.
Even the Ket seemed afraid. We don't have much intel on her, though.
Seek's voice sounds pretty familiar. I feel like I know this voice actor.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Take care. Stay safe.
You be safe too, Jarl Amadarov. Has your sister recovered from her mission? She was brave.
So brave.
She is. Both recovered and brave. Thank you for asking.
Tempest, we're gonna need the Nomad. My position.
Deploying forward station. Good luck, Ryder.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Okay, Sam, what's Voeld got for us?
Ket activity appears to be centered around this large central command post. According to Resistance intelligence, the base coordinates all Ket military efforts on Voeld.
And taking it down will cripple their operations.
In theory. However, given the trouble the Angara Resistance has had infiltrating the base, it will not be a simple task. I recommend a more cautious approach that starts with the investigation of smaller Ket installations.
What about the Angara? The Resistance, what's their status?
Resistance dispatches indicate there is someone in Hijara who needs help. We could visit Tekix, a larger and more established Angara Dar that is nearby.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Pathfinder, Vold's temperature range is fixed well below freezing, with pockets of even more severe conditions. This necessitates the use of the Nomad. I advise against prolonged exposure to the cold.
Got it. Don't crash the car.
Our scans have detected remnant monoliths, which suggests the presence of a vault.
And that means we might be able to melt this ice cube. All right, we've got our work cut out for us. Let's get going.
Already the Nomad looks like it's covered in snow, but hey, at least it's got six-wheel drive, right? Actually, believe it or not, this off-road mode right here is going to be very important here on Voeld. But we're going to hold off on doing that stuff here, because what we're going to do is actually go ahead and do the... well, actually, hold on. Now, way over there, you can see that's where the signal for Korra's mission is. Way over here. But I am tempted to just simply go ahead and do this mission over here. So, we'll either drive out... Like, I'll go ahead and cut it off. We're going to cut it off here. I'm either going to go ahead and drive off out there and get that, and then we'll just fast travel back here and do the mission. Or... we'll do the mission, and then we'll just go ahead and grab it later. I'll decide when we come back. Stay tuned.